Hey guys, jumping back in with everything you need to know about Baby Metal. This has been a super cool documentary, guys. We left off on some lore about Baby Metal, so that's where we're going to pick it up on the second part of that.
The Baby Metal fanbase is referred to as The One. The song titled The One is a tribute song to their fans. They made an English version of The One as well, because they were touched by all the overseas fans who learned the Japanese lyrics to their songs, so they wanted to do a song in English for them.
See, I never would have known that without watching this documentary. How cool is that?
Now, the time has come for us. Believe it now. It's time to get ready.
When they introduce themselves, they say Baby Metal Death as a play on the Japanese word des, which is the word used for introducing yourself, like saying I am or we are. By simply mispronouncing Su Metal Des, by saying Su Metal Death, they have a cute and metal way of introducing themselves. The song Baby Metal Death was a song they would often open up shows with in the past, as an exciting way to introduce themselves to the fans at the beginning of a show. There is lore based around a legendary corset referring to the neck brace depicted in the Headbanger music video. This is a recurring item you will see appear in a lot of Baby Metal things, especially their live shows. Su Metal has been crucified on stage several times, mainly to symbolize her ascension from human being to metal goddess. The most notable times this has occurred would be at the Legend 1997 and Legend S Baptism XX concerts that took place to celebrate Su's 16th and 20th birthdays respectively. The other times they have done crucifixions it was.
I was wondering why she had a neck brace on here on this top photo on the right. Guys, this band, one of a kind.
Used, mostly because it looks cool, rather than having some greater story like in the two times just mentioned, such as when all three girls entered the Tokyo Dome show on crosses. There is a lot of lore based around Light and Dark, the Chosen Seven, and the Metal Galaxy, which we will discuss in a little bit. Now, let's talk about how Baby Metal went from a subgroup of Sakura Gakuin to the global sensation they are today. Baby Metal's first single, titled Doki Doki Morning, released in Sakura Gakuin's debut album in 2010. This song was recorded when Su Metal was just 12 years old and Yui Metal and Moa Metal were just 11 years old. Baby Metal's first CD single was a collaboration with the band Kiba of Akiba. This collaboration consisted of each band covering the other's song, which led to Baby Metal performing Kiba's song, Kimi to Anime ga Mitai, at a lot of their early shows. In 2012, Baby Metal performed outside of Japan for the first time at the Anime Festival Asia in Singapore. Throughout 2012 and 13, they released singles Headbanger, Ijime Dame Zetai, and Megitsune, leading up to 2014, which would prove to be a very big year for Baby Metal. In February 2014, Baby Metal released their first self-titled album containing 13 tracks. The album was received very well by both critics and the public, with it charting in Japan, America, Germany, and the UK. The official video for Gimme Chocolate went viral on YouTube in 2014, leading to many people discovering Baby Metal for the first time around the world. In the beginning of March, Baby Metal became the youngest ever female act to headline the world-famous Budokan Arena, with about 10,000 fans attending each night. At the end of the second show, they announced that Baby Metal will be going on their first world tour throughout the year, including stops in France and Germany. After a fan-driven campaign titled Baby Metal for Sonosphere UK 2014, Baby Metal was added to the Sonosphere lineup. This appearance at Sonosphere 2014 became one of the most important performances in Baby Metal's history. Sonosphere 2014 was really the first time Baby Metal performed on a big stage outside of Japan. Many fans recognize this show as the moment Baby Metal was legitimized on a worldwide stage.
はい、今年私が一番思い出に残っていることは、7月にイギリスでソニスフィアに出させていただいたことです。その時5万人っていうたくさんの方の前で ライブを行って、私たちが今までライブした会場の中では最大の場所で、しかもメタルフェスで、海外のメタルフェスに出演させていただくのがソニースフィアが初めてだったので、最初はメタル好きの方に受け入れてもらえるのかなとかすごく不安な気持ちでいっぱいだったんですけど、いざライブが始まったら皆さん盛り上がってくださって、でメタルの好きな方にも受け入れられたんだベビーメタルってと思って、すごく嬉しくて自信につながりました。
They were initially slated on one of the smaller side stages, but due to the buzz online they were moved up to the main stage of about 50,000 people. The girls were worried the crowd would not accept them, as UK festival crowds are notoriously hostile. The crowd was initially a bit confused and viewed them more as a novelty act, but were quickly convinced otherwise, and by the end of the set the entire crowd was singing along, doing the fox sign, and chanting "We want more" as the girls were walking off stage. Their performance was met with an overwhelming amount of praise, and BABYMETAL was the talk of the festival that year. At the last show of their second world tour in 2015, it was announced that BABYMETAL would be releasing their second studio album, titled Metal Resistance, on April 1, 2016, as well as a third world tour that would kick off in London at Wembley Arena. They came up with the name Metal Resistance because they believed it represents who they are and what they do as artists.
はい、いろんなジャンルに、今回のアルバムはいろんなジャンルに挑戦してベビーメタルを象徴するものだったなって私たちは考えてるんですけど、だから前回のアルバムは私たちの名刺代わりっていう風に呼んでるんですけど、今回のアルバムは私たちの成長過程が本当に見ていただけるものなんじゃないかなって思っています。いろんなことに挑戦して身長とか声も成長して、私たちの成長がたくさん詰まっているものなので、そうやって言っていただけてとても嬉しいです。
On April 5th, BABYMETAL made their US television debut, performing Gimme Chocolate on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
I'm not sure what I'm about to see, but I'm pretty excited about it. Here to perform Gimme Chocolate, please welcome BABYMETAL.
BABYMETAL made
I gotta look that up, guys, and see that one. I got to. That guy does not look like a metalhead whatsoever.
a special appearance at the 2016 APMA Awards, where they performed with Judas Priest frontman Rob Halford. They concluded their world tour with two back-to-back shows in the Tokyo Dome, with about 55,000 fans attending each night. The first night would also be the only time they ever performed Tales of the Destinies live. After their world tour, BABYMETAL supported Red Hot Chili Peppers, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and Korn on their world tours as an opening act for several of their shows. They then commenced their 5 Fox Festival tour, where they would do several shows in Japan with specific audience requirements, such as all girls, all boys, all children, and so on. This
Alright, we'll stop it here, guys. That's definitely an interesting concept. All girls, all boys, all children. Again, I like to stop them, not go too long, because you can kind of let the information soak into your melon. What a super cool band. And learning the history about them is just so good. Alright guys, off to some requests. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you soon.